Okay, today is Thursday, January 23rd. I want to show this. I've seen this wonderful stuff on the news. The NFL donated $5 million to the Red Cross. Football teams and other rich people have done $1 million, plus millions of Americans are donating millions and millions of dollars. I went with 2021 because I could find the most figures on it. And the top 15 people in the Red Cross are making 7.5 million. That's small. That's pennies in the grand scheme of things. There's a list of the top CEO, $832,000 in total compensation. Let's go. Hang on. A fact thing he said: inaccurate emails about the Red Cross CEO salary, but you had 22. McGovern's making in 132. Claim they spent 89% on programs and services, but of course, what does it mean by that? In 21, American Red Cross raised $3.1 billion, 2.1 from sales of biomedical services. Estimated expenses $2.8 billion reported to be compensation, salaries, pension, benefits, payroll. $2.8 billion out of 3.1. fucking amazing. And they get donations to pay for transportation, disaster sites, workers, relief items, emergency vehicles. That's transportation. They still have to pay for the emergency vehicles and all that. Talk about a fucking scam. Pause here. I'm going to show a clip from a Richie from Boston video, and he mentions this Stargate. Stargate has nothing to do with fucking space. Of course, if it is, they're not telling us. There's no fucking Stargates. There's no... All these fucking years, we're going to be transhumans. We're going to be infused with robots. We're going to get injections with nanites and all that. All these fucking sci-fi movies and all these people take it as legit as happening. But there's also another thing I want to address here just before I get to that. About the other terrorist stuff I mentioned 2 videos ago. Oh, my last video disputing the flat earth flat tards. I wish the dude wasn't sarcastic. I got comments. Oh my God, I'm going by other people's information. We all go by other people's information. And I look that dude that was understanding globe earth 101. It doesn't get that's fucking preschool for people that paid attention, but let's go on. I brought this up 2 videos ago. That dude that blew up that RV, turns out it was in Nashville in 2020. Oh, sorry, that's a Tesla guy. Hang on. I got the wrong one there. Oh, still got the wrong. Hang on, let me pause. Here we go. This is when the FBI came out with the report in 21. That dude that blew up the RV in Nashville. Scrolling on down here. FBI did this. Reached the following conclusions: acted alone, built an ultimately detonated vehicle-borne improvised explosive device, IED. His actions were determined to not be related to terrorism. So why is it, like I brought this up before, why is it when they get the opportunity from these things, whether I'm going to say that one was the most legit one we've seen in who knows how long, but including the Tesla guy, Why is it that this is what I've been saying for years. We hear all this shit. Oh my God, the Democratic side of the New World Order agenda is after all these right-wing extremists. Okay, then why not blame these on right? They can say anything they want. Who's gonna thwart what they're talking about when these guys do these things? They can blame these things on all these lone wolf right-wing extremists, and they don't. They were under Biden. They were under the Democrats. They could have done it, and they didn't. Why not? Because it's bullshit propaganda. As I've been saying for years, this is shit to keep people distracted and divided. And our end, our truther media end, our so-called patriotic end, we're all taught and trained to prep, to run, and hide. I mean, come on, it's so fucking simple. Why didn't they use any of these 3 and these latest 2 to say they're lone wolves? They're right-wing extremists, but nope, can't have that. Okay, let's see what they had to say in print. In other words, if you go to an article, it was the soldier that shot himself, then blew up the Tesla. It was a wake-up call for the U.S. What did he have to say? Of course, they could have make up this whole thing about his note. It's to cleanse his mind of the brothers I've lost in war, and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I've took. Livesberger served in the army, blah blah blah. Twice to Afghanistan. This is not a terrorist attack. It's a wake up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence, which we do. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Don't you look at how do we see all the time about all these veterans? Post-traumatic stress syndrome. They come back from the wars and they're fucked up for the rest of their lives. It's post-traumatic stress and the explosions and all that. They don't like to touch. The media fucking hates to touch on all the innocent people they killed and even the soldiers they killed because they don't want to be over there fighting. I mean, it's fucking insane. I wish they would all start speaking up on all of the events, the particulars of their PTSD, which has taken other people's lives when they really don't want to. Like, there's a couple Israeli soldiers that were outspoken, and they shut that off real quick, talking about, their fellow Israeli soldiers. They didn't want to, they hated killing the people and the children, and some of their fellow soldiers were using people as human shields. I mean, come on, give me a fucking break. But no, we can't talk about that in this country, or any country pretty much. And what do we got here? I saw this on the news, so I just pulled up an article to get a screenshot on YouTube. Mexico is setting up tents. So there's a video here. You go watch it. They got the semi-tractors trailer there. They're putting up some tent cities for all the illegals that are going to start getting deported. There's going to be shitloads, but is it going to be a million? I doubt if it's even going to be a million. They're going to get rid of criminals, and of course they all got to. You can't deport them all. This country fucking collapsed due to lack of workers and all that other shit in the economy. Blah blah blah. It's like the bullshit with I remember last time Trump ran. This is not pro Trump thing. This is just facts. When Trump ran, he's he wants for isolationism. You can't isolate the country. You cannot isolate this country like you can't isolate any other country because we're all dependent on other countries because the way they set this up years ago. Like we can't survive without fucking Chinese products. You shut the country down. You're gonna pay outrageous prices and shit. You want to talk about a supply chain issue if you did that? Fuck bullshit. But let's pause here. Oh, plus what I forgot about with that is after with the new agenda, again, there are two faction parties of the New World Order. Apparently, because now Mexico wants to bow down. Trump barely took office. They're going to set up tent cities when in the past it was, no, we ain't taking nobody back. Remember that? Oh, I saw this on the news, so I Googled it. Apparently, this lady archbishop during Trump's inauguration got up there and made a plea to have mercy upon immigrants and LGBTQs and immigrant children. Anyway, immigrants and gays in general. So I'm watching the news and they're playing it up as, oh my God, it's political, just doing this to hate on Trump. No, this is, I'm not saying that's what her motive is, but I mean, this is just fucking pathetic. Why is it that she can get up there and say, we need to have mercy? Oh, the bigger issue to me was Trump said she's using her religion to do this, and yet Trump likes to claim that he was chosen by God and he's up there for Christians and all that, and she can't get up. I'm just pointing out facts here. I'm not a Trumpster. I'm not a Bidenette. I knew about the New World Order as much as anybody else does, but that's just fucking stupid. They're getting people to hate. I get the whole Christian thing and Catholics and all that, but I mean, just astonishing. The Trump side of this is gonna hate on her for saying that, and yet he can get up there and spout all his Christian shit and God chose him and all. Anyway, fucking amazing. Here's just some of the stuff that Stargate will do before I show a clip from Richie, and it's not going to be his last video. I'm not going to listen to 49 minutes. And there's other shit. They're going to use it for tracking and tracing. Again, we're not going to be injected with nanobots. Our brains aren't going to, the contents of our brains aren't going to be transferred into robots. We're not going to get robot brains and vice versa and all that shit. I mean, people watch too many sci-fi movies, but and listen to government and mainstream propaganda. Here's one of Trump's many executive orders to label Mexican cartels as foreign terrorists, which will get done. I don't think even that even has to go to a vote. And that's a big deal because he can use that to go into Mexico and Panama. He can go into Panama. There's terrorists there. That's why we have to go seize the canal. I mean, it's going to happen. We're going to get more control there. Even if it doesn't get the US of A title, things are going to change, just like shit's going to change in Greenland. I guarantee you that. Pause here. Oh, this is the other one Trump did, and I said he would do this. He wasn't talking shit. The Alien, I think this is the Alien Insurrection Act. If it's not in there, I'm going to keep scrolling. You know, so he could go after governors and mayors and all that who try to harbor illegals. That way he can scare them into do something. I'm think shit's gonna change here, and a lot of it's gonna not. A lot of it is not gonna look good. It's gonna be good, but the outcome. Because look at Trump surrounding himself with Bezos and Musk and that dude from the UAE. To do the AI stuff and all these other fucking super rich people. I mean, and these people think that he's for them, you know, us working class poor people that are mega Republicans. Fuck. Oh, you don't believe in geoengineering? Where's that? Oh, Milton, Florida, 8.8 inches of snow. I know I got another screenshot, but the record prior to this was, I think, 4.5 inches. But look at them fucking snowfalls. Milton, 8.5 inches. Well, Trump is supposed to be anti-gay, but he pretends like it. And I saw this. Here's a YouTube video of him up there doing a little bit of dance with the current YMCA actors. I can only play. Oh, that's a screenshot. I can't play it. Anyway, he's up there doing the YMCA. And I did Google this some years back. They all weren't gay, but they were as a gay band. Everybody fucking knows about the Village People. Pause here. I'm glad I left Denver. There's their forecast starting Sunday, 16 minus 5, 8. And here I am near Silverdale, Washington. Much better. I'm going to show this clip from, he did a 2-minute, 2:37 video. But another thing I want to point out regarding Greenland, the Trump part of this New World Order talking about Greenland and Panama, why have we not heard one bit of outcry from China, Russia, or anything about those moves he's wanting to make? Why not? It's not because they're in on it together, or maybe partially, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing Trump probably told him when he realized he was going to be elected. You know, you don't want to fuck around with me on this. Just like Russia told the U.S., don't come fuck around in Ukraine with your people when we go in there. Same thing. People, they obviously cooperate on trade issues because it's just people got to get it. Countries can't survive without each other. Would they like to? Fuck yeah, but it's too late for all that. But let's see what dude had to say here.
It's Richie from Boston. This is just a quick video I wanted to put out there because Donald Trump just announced a Stargate, and that's fine. Space Force, nonsense, lies, more of the same. But then this woman that works at CERN, allegedly.
And here in Trump, same program. Here, old Richie from Boston blew his own program. He's been preaching for years they want to open portals. Why didn't he use Stargate as an excuse for that? Because he forgot his programming.
Just put this out. And this applies to tonight through the next 4 days. So you might want to pay attention. We live in a cartoon, but at any rate.
This video is for the folks in the US, as you might not get to see this in a few days' time. My name is Clara, and I am a particle physicist working at CERN. And between the 21st and the 25th of January, there is going to be a beautiful display of the planets all lining up in the night sky. And I just really want to pass the message on that CERN, with the Large Hadron Collider that was used to discover the Higgs boson, we are off right now. We are not running. So anybody who might have gotten slightly over-enthusiastic when the solar eclipse happened in North America, the Large Hadron Collider is not running. We are off. Nothing, anything that you think happens is nothing to do with us. Okay, thanks.
So the woman that just made that video is this woman, Dr. Clara Nellist. She works at CERN. She worked on the Atlas experiment, etc. That was a really odd thing for her to say. The planets lining up in the night sky do nothing. It just lines up in the night sky. All the planets are lining up. But what I do find strange was she's...
You got to watch out, Richie, again, confusing his Christian sheep. All the planets are lining up.
Said, I'm going to put this out right now because you might not be able to see it in a few days. In a few days. What does that mean?
What? This video is for the folks in the US, as you might not get to see this in a few days' time.
Maybe it's the fucking weather. You gotta love it how these people grab shit like this. And I mean, it's just astonishing. This is what these fucking channels do to survive. But it's just amazing. He blew the whole thing in the beginning, talking about Stargate in the first place. Oh, because according to Richie, they're always trying to use CERN and other things to open portals and bring forth demons and to take us into other dimensions. Give me a fucking. And I might end this here. I'll keep this shorter for shits and grins. Let me pause. I might not be back. Oh, I should have finished this because here's his wrap up.
As you might not get to see this in a few days' time. Are they going to knock the power out?
Uh-oh.
Is this going to be the disclosure? Are the UFOs going to show up in the United States only? You know what I mean? Like, this is just crazy. So I don't put up 3-minute videos. I'm putting up a 3-minute video because I would feel wrong not doing so.
Yeah, he would feel wrong if he didn't take advantage of some other clip. Something to Fairport, something to raise money. I mean, matter of fact, one of my oh, hang on, let me pause here. Oh, I was going to go to my last video because somebody again mentioned why don't I get my own content. My content is talking about these others, exposing these channels for the bullshit, liars, propaganda artists, prep to run and hide artists, shills, make your money, get out there and scare people and do anything but do anything about anything. And that's it. See you later. Bye.